through the recorded session also, and anyway you have the PDF also. Like, so PDF also you can work on the assignments whenever you can. Yeah. So
yes.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what those plants were, those 2 plants?
Which plant?
The ones that you sent us for drawing?
3, I sent 3 sketches now. One is Mirabilis jalapa. That is the 5 o'clock flower. So that is a 5 o'clock flower, and the second one I sent was passiflora. It's a passion flower, like one of the species of passion flower.
Okay.
I have sent the names also, no? Maybe you will note down. Like, if you go to the chain of messages, I've sent the name of the flowers also. The second one is dissection of a passiflora and the flower also. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll go to the second session. Like, if all the doubts are clear, can we go to the second session?
Yes, I think Prasad, we should start. We can start. And of course, we all can ask questions in the middle also in the next, as part of the second session.
So I'm sharing my screen again. So this is a PDF you will receive. Like, second week again we start with lines, but these are smaller lines. So I'll be doing a demo also on these lines, but here we will concentrate on something else. Like, first week, what we did was we concentrated on continuous lines. So there is the importance of drawing continuous lines. Like I said, your concentration level also, and you need to dedicate certain time for making art. Like, if you don't dedicate that time, you will not be able to make art regularly. So the same way, like, but this week these lines are different. Like, so we will be working on pressure points. So if you see, like, there are various pressure points in various lines. Like, so when I'm giving the demo, I will show how it is done. But you can make out, like, few lines are thicker, few lines are very light, and few lines are smaller, few lines are big. Like, this way the variation. So this exercise is going to help you in controlling the pressure and even the lines also. Like, so when you make a lot of line drawing, this is very important. So these kind of diagonal lines, vertical lines. So this one we are going to do in the second week, and curves also, smaller curves we are going to do, and cross hatching also. So I've combined the vertical and diagonal lines. So this is called cross hatching. So in the demo, I will show like how we will do this, and this is a combination of vertical and horizontal lines, and combination of diagonal, vertical, and horizontal, all 3. So in cross hatching, you need not shade the artwork. So cross hatching, if you actually make combination of various diagonal lines, horizontal lines, and vertical lines, that itself gives depth to the artwork. So here shading is not ready. So that kind of artwork. So we have one artwork related to this cross hatching also in this second week. But this is what we're going to do: different kinds of curves, vertical curves, horizontal curves, curves in different directions, dots also. Like pen also we'll be working this week. So I'll be showing the demo with pen also. If you see, like, lot of dots are there, smaller lines, thicker lines, smaller lines, dots. So this is actually, this exercise helps in working on the pressure. Like, so how much pressure if you apply, like what kind of line comes. Like, so this is what we are going to do. And we are going to practice S-curves also. So these S-curves are there everywhere in nature, these kind of S-curves. It's there in one of the assignment we have in this PDF also. So we need to do these things, like these kind of S-curves and smaller lines. In the demo, we can see how we can do it. So this is again freehand exercise. Don't use any ruler. Like for the long lines, I ask you to use ruler as a guiding line or a reference line. But these smaller lines, don't use any ruler. Do it freehand, and we need to do it with pencil and board. So do you have any questions on what these lines are? So I will show in the demo, like when you see it, like maybe you get more doubts. But do you have any questions related to the smaller lines? So I'm assuming like there are no questions. So next subject.
Sorry. Prasad, sorry, I was talking on mute. So there, what you mentioned is you said it should be a straight line, right? But we also see some dotted lines and a hand pressure, it differs, right? Like when you come from second row, you see in the center, there's hardly any color here, right? So should we do similarly, like you'll be showing us, right? Like how to do
Yeah, I'll be showing like in the demo now, I'll be showing how we do it. I'll be showing with pencil and pen, both I'll be showing it. So you can try the same way like, so what is the importance, like you might be wondering like why we are doing these kind of things. So when we do line works or we are going to pen work and all that, no, that time like the thicker the line, no, that's where the shadow area is like. So the area which is very dark, that's the shadow area. That's not the area where light is falling. So you see when light falls on an area, no, it's like slowly fading away. So that kind of area, we need to use these kind of lines where the pressure of the hand is very important. So if you press it, if you press it hard, you get thicker lines. If you like don't press it hard, then you get thinner lines. So that is very, very important. So practicing that way, your pressure points, how you release and how you work on the pressure of your hand is very, very important. So I'll be showing the demo also. You can see that time. But my question is why we are doing this exercise or what are these lines like? Like if you have any questions, you can ask me. So I'm assuming that there are no questions. We'll go to the second topic. So second topic, I'm just going to give introduction only, like in depth, like we can do like full 1 month course on this subject itself. I'm just going to give a small introduction. So all subjects that we see in day to day, they are all made of geometrical shapes. So that is very, very important. Knowing geometry in drawing is very, very important. So why knowing geometry is important? Because all subjects that we see, you need to simplify. When you need to draw, you need to simplify them. To simplify them, geometry is very, very important. So let's see, like what is 2D? 2D is width and height for x-axis and y-axis. So this is a circle. It's a 2D object. There is no shade, no light, nothing is there. Like it's just a circle. Like it's a 2D object. But when you have depth, no, then it becomes a 3D object. So there is a light source. So I'll be showing this also in the demo. So this is the cast shadow. The circle becomes a sphere because of light source and cast shadow. And there is a reflective light and the shadow area also. So three things that we need to be careful, like we need to pay attention when you're making pencil works or pen work. One is the paper white, that is the area where you have the light source. Then the shadow area, then the reflective light and the like cast shadow. So these three things only make the circle into sphere. Same way, this is a 2D object. It is only having width and height, x-axis and y-axis square. So when there's a light that is put on the square, it forms into a cube. Here again, you have a cast shadow. You have the dark area. Dark area is on the back of the cube. We can't see it. But all the other areas you see like they are all mid-tone. So this transforms when light falls on the square, it forms into a cube. Same way triangle, so it has width and height. So when you combine triangle into a cone, like cylinder, you have a cone. Here again you have a cast shadow, you have the shadow area and reflective light. Here if you see, this is the triangle and you can say rectangle or square also, it becomes a pyramid. So knowing the geometrical shapes of your day-to-day objects is very, very important. So 2D is two-dimensional object. It doesn't have depth. It has only width and height. 3-dimension, 3D. It means height, width, and depth. So it's just an introduction. Regarding regarding this, we have an assignment, daily assignment, it's observation exercise. So that's why I've included a small introduction about 2D and 3D. So do we have any doubts on what is a 2D object and what is a 3D object?
No, we're clear.
Yeah, okay, fine. So we have an assignment, we have observation exercise, we will go to that later. So here again another page I've given. So what is depth, you might be wondering. So I've given them in dots. So you can see all the area. This is what makes it look three-dimensional and in different perspective also, like same pyramid in different perspective. This is another perspective of the same pyramid. So rectangular prism. So the dot is the area that makes it look 3D. Same way hexagon prism, triangular prism, square pyramid. So I told you, right, square plus triangle, it becomes a square pyramid. So again, triangle plus cone, like a cylinder, you get a cone. So I've given it in dots just for a reference, like so you can know that is the area that creates the depth. Otherwise, it becomes a 2D object. So third topic we are going to cover are different grips. So we like artists like usually who study in college or who go to art university and study, they know all these kind of grips. They also use them in regular practice, but the artists who are usually self-taught or who learn on their own, they might not be knowing different kinds of grips. This is the traditional grip. This grip you use it on daily basis. Like this kind of grip is useful for making detailed drawing. So, but it's not useful for making different kinds of mark makings or different kinds of lines. It's only used for detailed drawing. Let's say if you're going to make a 4 feet by 8 feet painting, if you're doing only with the traditional grip, like it will take you 5 to 6 years. So this kind of grip is useful for making the final touches and details only, not useful for making all kinds of marks. This is the first grip and a lot of controlling. Since you can control your wrist and action, it's a very controlled grip. And it's useful for making details. So the second grip we have is the drumstick grip. If you played drums in your school or if you even watched people playing drums, so this is the same kind of grip. I'll be holding the pencil and showing the demo also, like how, and I'll be making marks also in the demo. This is again like these grips, you need to try it out and make different marks and make notes also. So this is a drumstick grip. I'll give an explanation. So you hold the pencil, on your thumb and your index finger. And you can use, like in this grip, you will be using your shoulders. Like so, once you use your shoulders, you can cover large area very easily. So, like I said, like 4 feet by 8 feet, that kind of canvas, like you can stretch till your arm stretch. Like so, that kind of big lines you can make. It's very, very useful grip. And the paintbrush grip, like I don't know if you are aware, like paintbrush also, like many of the artists hold in the traditional grip. That kind of grip, like when you're painting, is useful only for making details. So this is the way we hold the paintbrush. So same way, if you hold the pencil, now you can make similar kind of marks using the pencil also. So I'll be showing like in the demo. Just given the diagram also, so you can see like how you hold the paintbrush, same way you hold the pencil also. This very like thin lines and light marks you can make very fast lines you can make in this grip using this grip. It's very, very useful when you start off in any art work. It's very, very useful. You can make quick marks and you can start off with the drawing. This is the third grip. And fourth grip is the heavy overhand grip. So when you want to cover large areas, like you want to shade a big portion of your paper or canvas, like if you want, you can use this heavy overhand grip. So using your like your index finger or middle finger, you can put it on the edge of the pencil where you have sharpened it, no? And rub the all sides of the lead, no? You can actually rub it on the sheet. So it helps in covering large areas. This is very, very useful grip. I will show this also, and I'll give an explanation how it works, like how we need to hold it. So I'll be showing it also. This is just for reference. Then we have a exercise where you need to make notes on these kind of grips when you make the lines also. And the last one we have is the inverted grip. It's a very interesting grip when you want to make different kind of curves, even horizontal lines, like vertical lines. This grip I have not seen many artists use this grip. So mostly I've seen drumstick grip. Artists use that grip. They use the overhand grip also. Like the paintbrush grip also I've seen, but the inverted grip I've seen very few artists use it. But it's very, very interesting grip and it gives different kinds of lines. So these are the 5 kind of grips we have. Why we are doing these grips also, I will tell you. Like it's very important to know what kind of grip to use in which situation. Like if you are aware about these things, like you can use it whenever you want it. So that is the reason I've given introduction, and you need to practice these grips, like try it out in various scenarios and try it out like what kind of lines, and you can make use of it whenever you need it. So don't get stuck with one kind of grip only, because that will limit your growth also. So do we have any questions regarding the 5 types of grips? So I'll be showing these grips also, don't worry. Like if you get doubt that time also, you can ask me. But if you have any doubts now, you can ask me. So I'm sure like you use the traditional grip, like everyone, you can say in the chat also. You can use. So have you tried the drumstick grip or the paintbrush grip? Have any one of you tried these kind of various grips before?
I think we do get into these kind of grips, but we never knew what they're called.
Okay. So you're not aware about these kind of grips?
It's new learning for us. Thank you.
Okay, nice. So there is an assignment, like it's very interesting, like you can work on these different grips and make different kinds of marks, and you can make notes also. So that assignment is there. So third one we are going to go is the contour drawing. So first week we did the continuous lines, like vertical lines, horizontal lines. All that we did, like curves also we did. So if you have done that correctly, this contour drawing or continuous drawing exercise becomes very easy. Like if you have not done that, then this exercise becomes a little bit tougher. So the rule, like it says, no, it's a continuous drawing exercise. So it's a very good exercise to, because it has certain instructions. Your hand, your eye, and your brain, all 3 need to work simultaneously. If these are not working together, then this exercise is a bit difficult. It looks very simple, like the line that we did in the first week, but it's not like. So, and you need to continuously draw. So as the name says, so it helps your hand-eye coordination. It's very, very useful exercise. And practicing this daily not only improve your drawing skill, part of fun time, killing time also. So I've done like a lot of contour drawing. I have a sketchbook full of these drawings. So let's see like what are the instructions. So I have a video on YouTube also. I'll be playing that during the demo. Like what are the instructions? So here's the Indian cormorant. So I've given this picture. Like so you first decide it. So before starting this exercise, since it's a continuous drawing exercise, you need to decide where you're going to start, from the eye or from the leg, or where you're going to start from the tree bark. So where you're going to start making this exercise, you need to plan it well. So this is very important when you start any kind of artwork, not only this artwork, planning is very, very important. So the reference is there. You plan well in advance because you know the rules, like what are the things you need to do. So plan, that is the first step. Second step, what you need to do is, once you start, like the name suggests, no? Once you start, you should continuously draw them. You should not stop, and you cannot go over the line also. So if you see, none of the lines I've gone over it, and no repeating on the lines also. You cannot repeat over the same line, and no stopping. If you stop, you stop there. Leave the artwork there only. So these are the rules or conditions we have. And you can use the pencil, like when you start off, you can use the pencil and make the sketch, and then you can use the pen to make the continuous one. If you want to, you can also use the pen directly also. So avoid using erasers. So don't use any erasers. This is a freehand exercise again. And I have used the pen directly. For this one, I used the pen directly. This is a freehand exercise. So this is the third topic we have. And here are a few more examples. So you can start off from a very simple subject, and you can go on and do very complicated subject also in the contour drawing. So that's why I given the examples. So do we have any questions regarding the contour drawing? I'll be playing the video also regarding this. You can see it like in the demo. But these are the instructions we have. Like, do you have any questions regarding the contour drawing?
So, Prasad, you said you shouldn't lift, once we start, we shouldn't lift our hand,
Yeah,
right?
once you start, like, so how we did the lines and curves and everything, same way. So once you start, like, you should not lift your palm from the sheet, like you should continuously draw. So no need to do like how I have done. It's very complicated. Like, if you are able to do just the outline of this bird with the tree bark also, it's fine. Like, so that is where the planning comes into place. Like, you plan how you want to do it, like whether you want to do detail, how you want to do, or if you just want to do the outline also. I will show some like I've done few paint tubes. I've done like very simple contour drawing. When I share my desk, I will show the sketchbook also. You can see, and the video also you can see, like where I'm drawing a flower. You can see the flower drawing. So, once you start, you should not stop. Like, you should continuously draw. So do we have any questions regarding the contour drawing or continuous drawing?
So after I finish drawing, I can do modification.
No, you should not do like, don't do anything.
I'll do it
not
on
about detail. Not about detail. It's not about like getting the subject right and everything like. So the whole point of this exercise is to test how your hand, eye, and brain are working together. They all need to work together in tandem. Like, if they don't work together, then you cannot do this exercise. So for painting, drawing, any kind of activity where all these three are involved, you need to like do it. This exercise is very, very important. So don't do any modification. It's okay. Like, if you don't get proportions right, also it's fine. So you can draw with the pencil initially. Like, so in the demo I'm going to show now, I will show you. Like, I've drawn using the pencil. But then later, when I start with the pen, I make like continuously I draw. But yeah, these are few examples, like bit complicated. Like, some drawings I've taken like 40 or 1 hour also. Like, I've not lifted the hand from the sheet. So we have continuously drawn these.
Won't the hand pain?
That comes with practice. If you are like drawing lines for 40 minutes every day, your hand is used to that kind of thing. So for a full-time artist, we paint 8 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours a day. Like. So imagine if we think like back is paining, hand is paining, and all that, it won't happen. Like. So let's say one commission work is there, they want in 2-3 days. Like, so if you say, no, my neck is paining, back is paining, then you won't get commission work. So as a professional, we need to, like, with practice, you will get used to it. But it takes, initially, it will be a little bit difficult. But with practice, definitely it is possible. There is nothing that is impossible. With practice, you can definitely do it. So when you start, you can start with very basic. I will show like the paint tubes and all, very, very simple. You can do like toothbrush, you can do toothpaste, you can do small tumblers, glass, jug, mug, all those things you can, like, very simple shapes. Day-to-day objects you can take and you can do this kind of contour drawing. It's fun. Like, once you start enjoying, you will have a sketchbook and you keep doing these kind of drawings wherever you go. So once you start enjoying it, it's good. Like, otherwise, you feel like it's very stressful, like it's very painful also. So I'm thinking like
I have a question.
Sure.
As you have shown here, like this image, if this is a photograph, right? So here there are multiple colors in the original bird.
Yeah.
So how to identify or how to decide like where to draw these lines, or for the
simplify the bird, like you don't see the color, because here we are going to just lines. You just need to simplify. See, let's say, like, see, there is a negative shape in the leg. So you're seeing a gap, right? So when you start doing line drawing or you're sketching and all that, you need to identify and simplify the shapes. Like, so this is the shape you have. So that is one thing you can think of. And see the head, is just it's a oval shape. Like, when you're doing the pencil drawing, you can try all these things. Like, but when you start with the pen only, you should do continuously. So just think about don't do any detail or shading here. Like, so this is just line drawing,
okay.
So just do the lines only. So I think once I share the thing, like paint tubes and all that simple drawings, if I share, you will get an idea.
Okay.
Yeah, but here you are clear with the rules.
Yes.
What
Yes.
you're supposed to do, like continuously draw, we should not repeat the line, no stopping. And if we leave it like stop, then we leave the artwork there only. Don't go over it, modify it, and don't do that way. You can try again, like, so. Where you stop, that's where your concentration broke. So that is the indication, like, you are not able to concentrate. Your concentration broke at that time, and so you start. If you want, you can retry it again. Like I said, you can try a lot of simple, objects that you have at home. Like, I will show the paint tubes, you will get an idea. Like, it's very simple drawing, like not very complicated, no shading, nothing. But these are a little bit complicated. Like, I've done 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour, and all that. So I've been doing this drawing since childhood. So it takes a lot of practice. So you can do simple drawings and simple objects also. So the last subject we are going to cover in the second week session is the line drawing. So the first subject we covered, we did like smaller lines, we did cross hatching, we did curves, all that we did. So we are going to use those to make this flower drawing with. So here, like, what happens now? Like, this is called grid drawing. So most of the time nowadays, like, artists, they take printouts or they use projectors to enlarge the work or even reduce the size of the work. But these grid drawings are very, very important. Like, why it's important? Let's say you get a wall mural. Like, you need to enlarge this flower. You just need to do line drawing only, but you need to do it on a bigger wall. And you don't have projector in that place, or you don't get that big print also anywhere. So how you do it? So that's where the grid drawing is comes. It's going to help you. So here I'm using a A4 size sheet. And if you see, I have like 4 rectangle boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to measure the horizontal, line, how much it is. Like I'm going to measure the width of this paper and divide it by 4. Like I'll be showing the demo of this also. So once you divide it into 4 rectangle boxes, divide this measurement into 4, you get a number. You mark those numbers on the sheet and then you draw a pencil line. Same way the height also. So you have a measurement A4 size 11 inches something, like 0.7 or something in there. Like you divide that into 4. So you get a number, you mark that in your scale, you get 3 points. So you mark that, and then you get 4 again rectangle boxes. This one is divided, the page A4 size page is divided into 4 rectangle boxes. So this is how we do the grid. So the same thing, let's say you need to do it on a 4 feet by like 3 feet by 4 feet canvas or on a wall also. So it's very simple. So you take like this 3 feet. So 3 feet is 36 inches into 4, like you divide by 4. So you get a number, then you mark the point on the wall, you make the grid. Same way, like this 4 feet is 48 inches divided by 4. So you get a number, you mark the points on the wall. So you get these 3 points there also. Same way, you can, the same flower, you can do it on the wall also. Like no projector is required, no printout is required, nothing is required. So this is a way we work on the grids. This is very, very useful. Like it's a very traditional method. Like I thought like to include this also in this particular line drawing. Like so, this is done on a A4 size sheet. So I will show that also how we mark these markings, how we use the pencil, and how we draw. But there is a way I use the grid method. Like I will explain that also. So when I start off, I don't see the entire flower as a drawing. Like as a whole, I don't see it. I go one box at a time. So here we have the first box. So I just see the shape that is there in the first box. So there is a very abstract shape. So I just draw that abstract shape in the first box. And then in the second box, there is another abstract shape. So I go one box at a time. So that way, if you have a very detailed or intricate pattern or subject that you need to transfer to some other surface, if you do one box at a time, your brain is not thinking about the entire flower or the stem or the detail and those things. It's not thinking. It is thinking about one rectangular box at a time and just the abstract shape. By the time you come to the last box, you would have done the entire drawing. So this way it becomes very easy and you can concentrate on one box at a time. No need to like see how I'm going to do this flower, like how I'm going to do these lines, why it is like it's very intricate, I can't do this. Like don't think that way. You just draw one box at a time and follow the pattern. So if you do these patterns, like it becomes very easy. So just one box at a time, one pattern at a time. So if you do that, it becomes easy. So this is the last subject we are going to cover in the second week. Is it clear, like how we are going to do the grid, like grid method? This is a grid method, very useful method. And how I work, like there are various ways like people work. Like I'm not saying their method is wrong or my method is correct. I'm not saying that way. So this is the way I work with the boxes. So it helps me to draw even complicated subjects also in a easy way. So do you have any questions on this line drawing or the grid method or how I work box by box?
Can I ask one question?
Yeah, sure.
In this grid drawing, you have drawn in, like you have filled up that flowers petals from that diagonal lines. So is it represents shadow or the light?
Shadow, yes, these are the shadow areas. Like so,
okay.
I've shared 3 drawings also. No?
Huh.
That also, if you see, like one part of the leaf was white and the other area
Yeah.
was shadow. It represents shadow.
Okay. Thank you.
And on the leaf also, you see like curve lines.
Right.
So that represents how the leaf is curving. No?
Right.
Like no need to like do complicated shading or make it realistic and all that. Like with these kind of simple lines also, you can make it look three-dimensional.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. So do we have any questions on how we do the grid? Like how I do box by box or on the line drawing?
No, I'm here.
Yeah, okay, fine. So all right, so I'm guessing like this is also clear, like how we are going to do the. I'll be showing the demo also. You can see that type. Like you have questions, please ask. So we'll go to the assignments. Like one sheet, like you need not the smaller lines that I showed in the very beginning. Like no need to do full sheet of that kind of smaller lines. All these lines we need to do it in one single sheet. Like you can do like one day you can take it up and you can try out all these lines. So that is the first assignment we have. And the second assignment is on 2D and 3D. So daily, this is a daily exercise. You need to observe 5 objects daily and note down what geometrical shapes they are. To write down the object name and the geometrical shape. So if you want to draw the object also, it's fine, but it's not a drawing exercise. So why you might be wondering, why I need to observe the subjects and write down their geometrical shape? Why I need to write down their shapes? So what is the difference between artist and the normal people? So you see an electric pole. So the artist sees the electric pole in a rectangular, he sees the rectangle like. So it becomes very, very easy for the artist to draw that electric pole. Or if it's in round shape, he sees it in the form of cone like, that's all. Like he sees in the form of cylinder, sorry. So that way it becomes very easy for him to draw that electric pole. But if you see the normal person, see like light, texture, shadow, they see everything and they say like it's so tall, like how I'm going to draw this. Like if you start seeing the subjects that way, it becomes very complicated. So you need to first simplify the subjects, see what geometrical shape it is, like what kind of basic shape it is. Like this exercise is going to help you start seeing the objects that way. So if you are not able to simplify, it's very, very difficult to draw any subject. So first thing you need to make the transition, stop seeing the texture, colors and those things, like see it in a very simplified way, like, okay, this shape, okay. What is a tumbler? Like it's nothing but a cylinder. Like that's all you need to like see it's a cylinder. So one, you know how the cylinder looks, so you can draw it easily. Like, but if you see, like it's steel, it has so much reflection, it's very shiny, there's so much, it has reflection, gradation is there, dark area is there, cast shadow is there, so many things are there. How I'm going to draw this? If you see that way, then it becomes very difficult. So first simplify them, start observing the geometrical shapes, start simplifying them, then it becomes very easy to sketch them out. Third assignment is to like use the 5 different grips. You need to use those grips in individual sheets. Like so 5 grips are there, so 5 sheets you need to use and make various kind of markings. Like I'll be doing, like I'll be showing all the different grips when I give the demo. So you also try out different directions and different marks. Like I'm not saying do only curves, do rectangles, like do like a vertical line, horizontal line. Like you make various marks with all the 5 grips and make a note. So why I'm saying make a note? So I need to make notes. So this is one of the very, very important aspect or one of the important quality artists need to like have. So if you don't make notes, you don't keep color palette, you don't like record your process and nothing, no, and like everything is history, then like you are not going to like leave a legacy. Like, so no one will know how you work, like what you have done, like, whether you only have done it or someone else has done it for you and you just signed your name on it. No one knows it. So recording your process, recording everything you do, like making notes, this is very, very important. This also acts as one of the like, it acts as a sheet or it acts as a evidence that those kind of works that you work, it is your work. So making studies, making records, making notes, very, very important. If you all have, I know everybody will have heard about Leonardo. Like he has made so many, like close to 25,000 sketches he has made. Like, and he has written notes about all those sketches, like what he is doing. It can be an experiment, it can be a drawing. He has made what he has made notes about everything. Like, so even today, like someone want to refer those, they can refer them. So that is why, like, I have made my notes and I've given my observations. My observations can be wrong also. Like, so I might say like the drumstick grip, I can make curves, I can use my shoulder, I can use my wrist very well. So I might misguide you also. Like, so there might be many tutorials, many videos or many things you're watching online. Someone might have misguided you also. Like, so until you experiment, make notes and try it on your own. So artists need to think on their own also. Like, don't just blindly follow what someone is telling you. So these kind of notes help you to self-analyze and self-criticize and like even making refer. It also acts as a reference point also in your future. So fourth assignment is the contour drawing. I've given the reference image. It's an Indian cormorant. You can try that. You need not make exactly like how I made it. You can try on your own and you can come up with your own way of making that Indian cormorant. So, and the fifth assignment is the like flower line drawing. So use the grids and make the line drawing. And you can share it like how I've done. I use the diagonal lines. I use the curves also in the leaves. Here also I use some curves and diagonal lines. So you can do the same way. And that is the shadow area. So the lines that you see. And these are the 5 assignments we have for week 2. And this work I given as a reference. It's an Indian chameleon. I done only using the fountain pen, like nothing else I have used. Like you might be thinking like fountain pen, it's a very basic tool. Like what we can do with that, like you can do amazing things if you put the effort and if you have pushed it to the limit, you can do everything. So that is the manual. So I'll just stop sharing my screen and I will share the contour drawing. We'll go to the contour drawing video. I have it on my YouTube. I will share the chat now. I will share the link also for later. You can go and watch it if you want. Like, so
Prasad,
yeah.
Prasad Trainer, I have a question to you.
Yeah,
So are you, so is will we have some hands-on session in this today's session, or it's
yeah, we
going to
have
be
the demo
more
like this.
theory?
Just the like manual. Na, I've just explained the manual. So we'll have the demo session. Like we are going to like all that I'm going to explain. Na, I'm going to show it.
And like everyone will be able to draw, right?
Yeah. They can draw along with me. Like, so definitely, if I don't show it, then it becomes very difficult. So,
Yeah, cool. Okay, fine.
yeah. So the contour drawing, I shared the video. Like don't play it now. Like just listen, and I'll be sharing the screen. You can watch it there. I just shared this link for future reference. So let's watch how we do the contour drawing. I hope you can see the video. So I'm just going to play the video. So contour drawing or continuous drawing. It's a continuous drawing exercise. One of the drawings, I'll be showing these drawings also from my sketchbook. You can see it. And show some simple drawings also. You can watch. Yeah, this is my sketchbook. Like you see here. These are the continuous drawings. Like I've done few more also, the paint tubes and all that. So this is the reference image. It's a Licus aspera or Tumbaku. So I've used these materials. I've used 110 JSON cartridge sheet. This is the A3 size paper I've done. It's a big sheet only I've used. I used black ink. I used the mechanical pencil. So as I mentioned, you can use the pencil to make the reference drawing, and then you can plan the drawing. So someone sending message now. Can you see my screen? Like,
Yes, yes.
okay. So I was thinking like you can't see it. Okay. So yeah, plan the drawing like I said, and continuous. You need to continuously draw. You should not go over the line. And if you stop, then you should stop there only. Don't continue like. And use pencil, like I said, like you can make the reference drawing using the pencil, like no problem. Don't use erasers. And it's a freehand exercise. This is a freehand exercise. Freehand meaning I'm not using any ruler, compass, or divider. Those I'm not using any other material other than the pencil and pen. So I've drawn on the sheet, like you can see here. And I've already sketched it, but once I begin, I'm not going to stop. Like continuously, I'm going to do. This drawing also took me 1 hour. It's a A3 size sheet. So it might look very simple and it might look like very kiddish also, but it's a very good exercise. Like, so when you do it now, when you observe how I'm working, I'm not repeating on any lines. I'm not going over it. Like I'm going around every line. And all the curves that we worked, we'll be using like the smaller curves, S curves. So if you have not done the first week assignment, this contour drawing also becomes very difficult. So there you have sat and you have done like continuously like 40 minutes every day. So I'm going around the thing, shapes I'm not going over it. I'm going around it and so this took me close to 1 hour.
So did you draw the outline of the flower earlier?
Yeah. So if you go back now to the like, if you go back, like sorry about that. If you go back to the initial thing, initial video, you can see here. I've done the outline like. You can see now.
Yeah.
I've done the outline. On the outline only I've done, but you need not, like if you are the expert now, you need not do the outline. You can directly like simple shapes. I will show the paint tubes and those things and all. I've done like in my sketchbook without any outline, without any drawing. I've done directly like those simple shapes you can do directly also. So now what I'll do is I will stop sharing the screen and I will switch off my camera and I will switch to my desktop. So just give me a few seconds. I will switch to my desktop where I will be showing the demo for each of these exercises. So do we have any questions on the contour drawing?
The question is that when you do the pencil drawing, even that also was continuous?
No need to do continuously. Pencil,
The pencil.
yeah, pencil you can erase, you can do it in right shape and everything you can do So the whole idea of the contour drawing, once you start with the pen, you do it continuously. So that is the whole idea. You should not stop. With the pencil, you're just giving a reference or you're giving the outline, you're giving all those things. That helps you to give a reference.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I got scared. I thought even that was continuous.
Continuously with the pencil. That is a reference only. So that is fine. You can erase, you can do various things. Because sometimes you want the proportions also, na? Then you can erase also using the eraser, you can erase when drawing using the pencil. But when drawing with the pen, you do continuously.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. So do we have any questions regarding the contour drawing? Because that demo I showed through the video, that one I will not be showing when I'm going to do on the desk. I will show you the simple sketchbook, few objects I will show. But that demo.
Sorry, you were using a brush kind of pen, right?
Yeah, it's a Pentel brush pen. It's like a brush only. It works it's a pen, but it works like brush.
Right, right. With fountain pen also we'll be able to do, because sometimes.
Yeah, like fountain pen, I showed the examples. So don't worry. When I share the sketchbook, you will see I've done using the fountain pen also simple subjects.
Yeah, okay. Because I am trying to use it and it's not working like that, Prasad. Finding it very difficult.
Reference I given, the Indian cormorant and other references I've given, all done using fountain pen, not the brush pen.
No, for the without lifting our hand, we have to draw, right? From that perspective, when the ink doesn't flow, that there are some, I am not able to use it the way I would like to with the fountain pen. Yeah, pencil is okay.
So maybe the nib, you need to wash it with hot water. The ink, yeah, you wash it with hot water, don't, not boiling water.
Got it.
Be warm water. If you put in boiling water, then the nib will go. Use lukewarm, warm water. You wash the nib thoroughly, because they might be you haven't used it for a long time. The ink is not flowing correctly. So you need to wash the nib cleanly. Once you use the nib, wash it clean, ink will flow easily. So,
I'll be using a micro pen. Is that
yeah,
okay?
fine. That is also fine.
And what tip? Because I've got the whole set. So 0.1 or 0.05.
It depends on what kind of line you want. So if you want thicker line, use thicker point, the one which has thicker nib. If you want thinner lines on the contour drawing, you can use the thinner thing. It depends on your liking.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So any other questions we have on the contour drawing? So I'll show the sketchbook. Once I show the sketchbook, you can see how simple subjects you can do. And I've done every drawing in the sketchbook. I've done using fountain pen only. So you can see that. So if there are no questions on the contour drawing, just give me a few seconds. I will turn off my system camera and switch on the desk camera. Yeah. But I can still hear you. You can ask me questions so I can still hear your voice and I can respond also. So if you have any questions, please ask me. So you can see my screen, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, nice. Okay. So let's do the demo now. So we start with the first smaller lines we are going to start. Let's do that. I will do with both pen and pencil. You can see like how I work and how I work on those lines. So you have any questions now, you can ask me. So don't hesitate. So you can see clearly now the screen.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. So vertical lines. See, I'm going to start with very thick line. You can see the line or no?
So can you little bit zoom it? It looks very small.
Okay. No, is it okay now?
Better.
Okay. So this is a thick line. Next line, no, I apply less pressure. Even more less pressure. Even more less. Slowly disappear. I got the idea how we are going to do. So here, what I'm doing is I'm adding more pressure on the first line. Then I'm reducing the pressure, reducing it, reducing it, reducing it, and it disappears. So pressure point is very important. Like working on it, I can do bigger lines also if you want. Like, if you're not able to see it, you can see now, no?
No, it's quite clear.
Okay. So you see, I just reduce the pressure. That's all I'm doing. So it goes from dark to light to light. So here, no, it's going towards the light. This is the light area, like light source is here. This is the source. This is the dark area. And here you have the cat shadow. This is the cat shadow. So as it goes further, the shadow intensity of the shadow reduces. So this is the vertical line. So let's do some dots and everything here also. First, I do a very thick line. I'm doing maximum pressure. Then I'm going to do smaller lines. Even more smaller. So this is the way you can get textures in line drawing. So these are the textures that you can get. And even the fading also, fading of light, you can do this way. Like if you have seen a lot of biological or zoology drawings, you would see those kind of drawings, these kind of markings will be there everywhere. They would have done these kind of markings will be there. You're getting now? Okay, fine. So this is the first example, how we reduce the pressure. So I'm going to do the diagonal line and I'm going to keep changing the pressure points. So observe, very dark, very dark, very dark. Then I go light. Then I go very dark, very dark, very dark, very dark. Then I go light. So you see how by increasing and decreasing the pressure points, you see thicker and thin lines, and if you make the lines closer also in the same diagonal line, it looks very like dark lines. Let's say same diagonal lines, I'm going to really close next to each other. That also looks very dark. I do it little bit far from each other. It looks bent. I do really close to each other, then it looks dark. Getting it now? So this whole exercise, we are going to work on the pressure, like how we are going to reduce and increase the pressure. So same kind of lines you practice, how I've given in the PDF, you can practice the same way. So now let's try the curve. Smaller curves. Reduce the pressure. So darker and lighter, dark to light. So this is where the light source is somewhere here. So then this area becomes dark. Here the light source is here. So this area is dark. Getting it now? So let's do the other way also, curves in other direction. How we increasing and decreasing the pressure gives different kinds of strokes and gives you different kinds of effects. This is what we are going to do in the first sheet. So let's do some cross hatching. I'm going to do few vertical lines. And I'm going to do diagonal lines. So one way of doing the cross hatching, I combine both vertical and diagonal lines. So here you see like vertical, and I'm going to use the horizontal lines. This gives a different kind of texture. This gives a different kind of texture. So what kind of texture you want in your artwork? you can use that kind of cross hatching. So we'll try all three together. Let's see what kind of texture. So start with the vertical line. I'm going to do the diagonal line. And then I'm going to do the horizontal line. This area is really dark. So if I want, I can still do diagonal line in the opposite direction also. There also. Even more darker looking. So I need not shade any area where I want it really dark. So this way, if I do, I get it really dark. So these are the three types like we can do the cross hatching. Then we practice the S curves, make it really close S curves. So S curves are there like in the leaf that you saw. Like when I did the contour drawing, you saw like how many curves and how like there's so many curves in nature. So these S curves help you like whenever you do drawing that way. These S curves will help you in those drawings and those mark makings. These S curves will help you. So that's why we practice these S curves. And they're everywhere in nature. These kind of curves, not only lines. Curves are there everywhere in nature. So do you have any questions now regarding, I'll do with the pen also. Like, do you have any questions with regarding of these smaller lines?
All clear, thank you.
Yeah, it's clear. Okay. Fine, let's try with the pen. This is a fountain pen. There is a vertical line. Let's try the diagonal line. See the thickness of the line now. Start staining. And I reduce the pressure line. So here it's very thick, here it's thin. Diagonal line. Curves you can do.
One question, Prasad.
Sorry?
One question, can I ask, please?
Yeah, sure.
So when we are reducing the pressure with the pencil, we are able to get little lighter tones. But when we're reducing the pressure with the pen, it's not very apparent, right?
Yeah, it is not. But see, that's why I've used smaller lines.
So we use broken lines and dots, right? Okay. Thanks.
So that way, no, you can see the gradation. You can use the gradation effect that way.
Okay.
We can try the horizontal line also. You can see the gradation there. So if you do it really close now, it gives very thick line. In very dark area, you can do that way. give more gap, show it in a different way. There are a lot of variations you can try. You can try the cross hatching also. If you want, you can go the other direction. You want to go a really dark area. It becomes really dark. Compared to this, and this, there's a lot of variation. So you can try yes also. So do we have any questions on the types of smaller lines we need to do, or why we are doing it, how it's going to be useful? Do we have any questions? And what is cross hatching? Like, do we have any questions on this?
Is that used more for shading?
Yeah, shading actually they don't do, like mostly the old masters and all those people, they don't use shading actually. They do these cross hatching only, like, because most of the time, like previously during the old masters time, they had only dip pens. Like, so dip pen you cannot do shading, so they use a lot of cross hatching. It's a very different kind of way of working. So now people do a lot of shading. But cross hatching was used extensively. So yeah, definitely for shading. So this will be the darkest area in the artwork. So 4 lines we combined. So, but it's not completely black, like if you see. So this is exactly what I was telling in the Sunday sketching also, like in the sessions we have. Don't make the area completely black. So even if the shadow is there, some part of light will be there. So if you make it completely black, it looks very like flat. So if we don't have any questions on the lines, we can go to the second topic. Can we go to the second topic, 2D and 3D?
Yeah.
I have a question.
Sure.
Ideally, like how many sheets per day for these lines?
No, there's only one sheet you do, like, because this is a very like you want to do every day. Just one sheet, all kinds of lines, you try out in one sheet.
Okay. Right.
But later, like if you want to practice, you keep practicing, like so. That one is like up to you. For assignment, just one sheet you do. But later, if you want to improve on the pressure points and you want to do cross hatching, you want to do like pen work, like this kind of texture, you need to practice every day.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So, any more questions we have on these lines and cross hatching and why we are doing this?
No.
Okay. So we'll go to the 2D and 3D shapes. Like we discussed, 2D is It has height, this is height, x-axis. This is width. So 2D is, this only is 2D. There's a circle. A very basic shape, there is no shadow, no light source, nothing is there. But let's say like same circle, no? When you add light to it, then it creates a, that is the light source, it creates a cast shadow. And it creates a light area, and creates a dark area, it creates a midtone, it creates a reflective light, all that it creates. So you might be wondering, like many artworks, they look so realistic and like 3D, and some artworks look very flat. It doesn't look accurate. It doesn't look. So what happens now? The transition from light area to dark area, no, they add so many layers. Like the more layers you add from the transition of light to dark, no, the more realistic the artwork is. And art is nothing but it is the play of light and shadow. If these two elements are missing in the art, it looks like 2D, it looks flat. There are a lot of artworks which are flat, which don't have shadows and light, which is fine. But as per me, like art is like the play of light and shadow. When these two elements are there, then it looks 3D like. If these two elements, either they are done wrong or it is not present in the art, it looks flat. That's all. So once light you add, this becomes a real. So third element is depth. So depth is given due to light and shadow. So is this clear? Like what is the 2D, what is 3D, what is light? So light source can be from above also. Same circle. Let's say light source is above. So why these are important? You might be wondering, like, what is the importance of these things in wildlife? Like, why is telling all these things? So mostly wildlife artworks, or when you work on wildlife subjects, you work from reference images. So images might not have light source, they might not have shadows. So if you don't know these things, like how it works, and you don't know these things, then you will just reproduce from the photograph. The artwork also looks flat. So you can add your own light source, this gives the shadow. So it can be anything like this, can be a bird head. Like. So bird head, you can add your own light source, put from this direction. You know, like the bird head is oval shape or ellipse shape, it's a circle shape. So you know, like, this will be the shadow. Like, these are the shadows for it. Because of the light source you added from here. Same need to be added to the leaf also. If there is a leaf that is there with the bird, you cannot put light source here and put shadow here, like shadow this side. Because in nature, only light source is. Can you say in nature what is the only light source?
Sun.
Sun, yes. So they don't have any other, it's not like our studio light where you have multiple light source, you can put it from different directions. Sun is the only light source. So same way, this also, maybe this shadow might be falling on the leaf also here. So this is how you create your own light and everything. The shadow will fall out from the leaf, it will fall out there. The shadow like on the other leaf. you can create your own line. So that's why I covered this topic. What is 2D and 3D? How you need to know these things and geometrical shapes. So definitely do the assignments. Like every assignment is thought very carefully. It might look very simple, but it is thought very carefully and it is very useful also. So is this concept clear? What is a 2D? This is 2D. This is 3D. So 2D is nothing but height and width. 3D is height, width, and depth. Clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
So now let's go to the different kinds of grips. So we'll be like going and we'll be taking different kind of grips, how we hold it, and so I'll be showing it live also. So this is the traditional grip. Most of us been using this from childhood. So we can make intricate detail, like lot of control is there. But this grip, like I said, we cannot do it like large canvas. If I do this kind of small detail, if I keep doing like 4 feet canvas this way, I'll not finish it in my lifetime. It's going to take 3-4 years if I do details like this. So traditional grip, you hold it this way. Is there any question on how we hold the traditional grip?
No.
Okay. So next we go to the second grip with the drumstick grip. So how you play the drums now? So you see like how I'm holding it. So how you play the drums? So if you have played the drums now, you play it like this. In school I played drums. Same way you hold it. So here you can cover large area. So easy. You can make. I made a curve. Very easy. I'm using my shoulder lift. But don't use this exercise for a daily drawing the curves. No? Don't use this grip and make the curves. So that will not help you because here we are using the shoulder and we are having a different grip, different way we handle the pencil. This one you can cover huge area. You can draw vertical line when we are drawing the searching line we call it when we're making drawings. So those kind of, if you want to do composing also, like vertical lines, all kinds of lines. Because we're using the shoulder, we can stretch the arm like full paper you can do with one stroke. Because you're using a shoulder, like all your arm you can draw very easily. So this is the drumstick grip. So do you have any questions on the drumstick grip?
No, I think this is for large area coverage.
Yes. And you will be using mostly your wrist and your shoulders grip. This one is very, very useful. This grip when you're making big paintings, so you can cover big areas, you can do it. Yeah. So next we go to the paintbrush grip. You see like how we hold the paintbrush now. I'm holding it like this. This is how we hold the paintbrush. You can make different drawings and images. So you would have seen this grip. A lot of watercolor artists will be using this kind of grip. I don't know if you observed. A lot of watercolor artists use this paintbrush grip. They make like easily they can draw landscape, all those things like with very fast stroke. They will cover large area also. And this is for making thin lines. Like when they start off, they use this grip. Then they will take a big brush and they will wash it. They will give a wash. So that is a different grip. But when they start, they want to make lines or they want to make a sketch of something. they will use this paintbrush. So this is how you hold the paintbrush grip. So you see like how I'm holding it. Very, very useful for making thin lines, gestural lines. Like when you start off initial lines, like you want some lines for a reference, you want to quickly sketch out the layout and all. This grip is easy. So is this clear how we hold the pencil and how we use the paintbrush grip? I hope you are also trying it out.
Yes, yes, yeah.
I have a question, sir.
Yeah, sure.
While holding this paintbrush grip, I don't know. Maybe I'm having a bad habit. I'm automatically moving my paper also. So
Now, paper you can put a clip like no problem. You just put a clip to the. Don't
okay.
move the sheet like you put a clip to your board now. Then paper is not going to move.
No, last time what we have discussed now, like whenever you are like
Okay,
practicing lines.
you are doing it diagonally. Just
Huh.
don't do that way. That is
Okay.
one of the bad practices.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because otherwise I find it difficult to move my hand like in a semicircle.
You practice now. That comes with practice only. Because why I give that example now?
Right.
Tomorrow you might become a very good artist by like keeping the paper in diagonal way only all throughout your life. You paint it that way like.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, let's say you get 2 crore worth on wall mural like.
That's true.
Government of India only na given you become a very famous artist. They given you 2 crore worth wall mural. You got a commission work like. So that time, throughout your life, you are moving the paper diagonally and you are being painting that way. So then it becomes a lot of struggle. You will struggle to complete that wall mural. So
Yeah, that I understood that like the same way you have said, I practiced the earlier assignment, but this time with this pencil grip and holding it from the distance, I find it difficult. Maybe I don't know why.
Practice you can do like so. Paper keep it straight only. That's a good practice like canvas, paper, anything. Don't keep tilting in different direction and do it. It's one of the bad practices in making art. Like it will. Sometime, like in the future, it will somewhere it will become very difficult for you. It can cause you problems. So
Yes.
keep the paper straight. If it's horizontal, keep it horizontal. If it's vertical, keep it vertical.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you have any questions on how you hold the grip and how you make the mark? That one you don't have any questions on. That one is clear, no? How we are going to hold the grip and everything. There are no questions regarding that one, right?
All clear, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. So next is the heavy overhand grip. Like so, I've done the like landscape using other grips and everything. Now I want to cover this background. Like I want to make the background completely dark. So see, like I'm using the complete area now. I'm using to cover the background. So how many of you seen many artists use this grip to cover the background?
Yes, yes,
Have you seen?
yes, yes.
Yeah, but did you observe that time or you know the name of the grip that time?
Yeah, we are learning now what the names are.
So see how fast I am able to cover the background now. With this grip, I'm able to cover the background so fast. In larger areas, you can cover this way with this grip. So complete background. Yeah, you did like within few seconds, I use the complete LED. And I covered this big area within few seconds. And see here also pressure points. I use the same pressure points here. It's very dark. Here it is very, as it goes now, it is becoming lighter. So same way you can use, this is the heavy overhand grip. It's very useful when you want to cover large areas, backgrounds and those things you can cover. You can use this grip length. So how you hold it? You hold it this way. Use diagonal, vertical, do horizontal, any kind of lines you can make. This is how you hold it. Do you have any questions on the heavy overhand grip and what are its uses? How you can use it? Do you have any questions?
So Prasad, will your palm, when we are doing this, right, will our palm rest on the paper?
No, that is fine. Like, so this exercise and the previous week exercise completely different thing. So don't you see here I'm not keeping the palm at all on the sheet thing. You see, now I'm not touching the palm only on the sheet thing. So that is up to you, like how you want to do.
Yeah, because when I'm trying, I think I'm not doing it right. The palm is touching on the paper.
Fine, like,
Can you just show once again how you're holding it? Like the other way, just hold it the opposite direction. Okay. So the pencil will touch your palm like that.
so
And
you
then,
can keep on the paper also and do it. Like, see, my finger is touching, like palm is not touching. Just the finger is touching, like this finger, not middle finger touching the paper. Like.
Okay.
I'm not keeping the palm on the paper. Got it now? So here I'm not even touching anything. I'm just keeping my hand away from the sheet only. I'm just doing the background. I'm keeping it above the paper. I'm just doing it, like, covering big areas. Complete background I did very easily. Got it now? So here is the grip. You can see how I'm holding it. Is it clear?
Yeah, so we can use this to make clouds and forests and all that.
Yeah, background, mostly like you want like cloud, background, forest, everything like mostly background they use. When they do a lot of composition studies, this grip is very important. You can use this grip to like, make really quick composition studies. So you try it out, different grips are there, different marks you can try out, you can make notes. You can share the notes in the WhatsApp group also. So it might help others also. Their observation might be wrong. So this is the inverted grip. How I'm holding the pencil.
Wow.
Making different marks and using the inverted grip. Making vertical lines, horizontal lines.
More for grasslands, right?
Not only grasslands, like, so it's a grip, like you need to see kind of marking it works, like where you can use this, that you need to find out. Like, so I'm just showing you the road. Like. So this is the road, so you need to walk there, you need to experiment, you need to see like what kind of, where I can use this grip, whether I can really use it, whether it's useful, whether I'm comfortable using this grip. So I'm giving you options, like these kind of grips are there, these kind of options are available for you. You can use these grips for different mark making. So where you're going to use it, how you are going to use it, like that is up to you. Like, so you need to make that decision. Like that is up to you. Like, but if you know these things are there now, you can use it wherever you want. Like, so But if you don't know, you'll be using only one grip, like, which is not very ideal. Like, cross hatching, I did cross hatching. This is an inverted grip. So how I'm holding the pencil, what kind of lines I'm making, like how useful it is, where I can use it. So that you need to experiment with. So this is how you hold the inverted grip, like using the thumb. No? So you can make vertical lines. But very few artists I've seen using this grip, like, but it makes very beautiful lines also, like other grips. And this grip also makes beautiful lines. So are all the 5 grips clear, like how we hold it? So you try out different marks, you make your observations, you make notes, share it with everyone. Like, can we move to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Contour drawing, I played the video. So what I'll do now, I will show you the simple, like I'll show my sketchbook where you can see the simple subjects, like, because I think you are seeing the bird, you are getting like really confused, like, so you might be thinking like how I'm going to do the details.
Overwhelmed.
Yeah, no, it's fine. See, this is a paint tube, like, see, no? So this is a shadow area. Just a simple paint tube. I have done this one. So, see, very simple subject done very simple way I have done. And I started here. Then you see, like, I went there. Then I came inside. I came out. I went here. I went there. Then I went here. So how you start and how you end it, that one you need to plan. So if you plan that, then it becomes easy. This exercise is very like fun exercise. Like, you can teach it for kids also. Like, my art teacher taught me in school. So that's how I knew about it. Like, this is a 2 paint tubes. Simple subject, very simple way. Shadow, everything I done. I started here again with this. I started this tube. How I did the curve. See, all that curves that you use, everything will be useful here. And continuous. You've done the last week exercise. This exercise becomes very easy. So you'll be very confident working continuously. But you need to plan them. First, you plan, you see, like, okay, 2 paint tubes are there, how I'm going to do it, where I'm going to start, where I'm going to end. That you need to, like, think before and handle. So if you are not thinking, not planning, then also this exercise becomes a little bit difficult. So this is the owl head study I have done in the contour drawing. This is the ashy premium. How I done the leaves, like stem of the eye. So you can do, like, once you are very confident, you can do like intricate and complex subjects. This one you've seen in the demo video. This one also is seen in the demo video. This one also is seen in the demo video. There in the PDF sheet. You see, like, all the curves, what you practice, you can use here. These kind of, it's very beautiful patterns. So this is about the contour drawing. So I showed the video, showed the sketchbook also. You can do simple subjects also, like simplify it and do it. No need to, like, do very complex things in the beginning itself. Let's go to the line drawing. So that is the last thing we are going to cover. So keep the paper vertical orientation. So the flower is also like the one you need to produce. That one also in the vertical format. So keep the paper in vertical format. Don't keep it horizontally when you're composing, and measure it like. So let's measure it and see like what we have. I'm opening the calculator also. We have this measurement. So it is measuring around 8.4 is the like width of the paper. So 8.4 is the width of the paper. So I'm going to take 8.4 divided by 4. So it comes up to 2.1. I'm going to do like I'm going to every 2.1 measurement. I'm going to keep a dot. 2.1 inches. It comes here. I'm going to keep a dot like that. So that's where we are going to draw the line. Point 1. You're getting now? How we are going to do this? This is very important. Grid now is very useful. Like you might be thinking like, okay, I will take prints and I will take print and I can actually trace it out. Why I should learn this method. But learning some skill is always very useful. Like it's going to help you when there are no like facility where you can actually take printouts, or if it's too large for making prints or projectors. You don't have a projector. Like in those scenarios, definitely this will be very useful. So do try it out with. So I divided it into 4 boxes, like rectangular boxes. 2.1 is what I've taken. So here I'm going to measure again. This one is 11.7 or 8. 11.8 is what I'm getting. So let's divide that into 4. 11.8 divided by 4. So 2.95 is what I'm getting. Let's keep it at 2.9 only. It's fine. This is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2.9 is 3. So 2.9 I'm taking here. I'm going to mark that area. Every place I'm going to mark 2.9 equally. Here is the area 2.9. Okay. I'm going to mark 2.9. I marked. So I'm going to make the line. Divide that into 4 equal rectangle boxes. Okay. So this is how I mark the grid. So how I'm going to use this grid also, I will show you. So I will same pencil. No? I'm not going to draw the flower. I'm just going to take that abstract shape that is there in the box, first box. I am going to draw that shape. That's all. Abstract shape that is there in the box. Then I move to the second box. I'm not thinking about the shading, nothing I'm thinking. I'm just thinking about the abstract shape that is there. And I will draw that. That's all I'm going to do. They're getting the idea, huh? How I'm doing it. So how I've done it, you got the idea, huh? So box by box, I've done it. I've not done it like the other sketches, huh? Just one box at a time I've done. So this way you can go this way. So do you have any questions on the line drawing, grid method, how I do box by box? Do you have any questions? Hello.
Are people also drawing while looking at Prasad's demo? It will be great to see what you're drawing.
No, do you have any questions on this line drawing and like how we need to do it, how the grid method works? Do you have any questions on that? Is it clear? Is the concept clear? I'm again assuming that if there are no questions regarding the line drawing and the grid method, and how we work from box to box. I think if there are no questions, that ends the session from my end. Like, I think Prerna can take over from there.
Actually, Prasad, I think, it's good. I think we are good. It's been 2 hours.
Yeah.
There's a lot of learning from the session today.
But I just want to give an idea, like I don't want to do the full demo also of this one, but just give an idea like how I work in this method.
Right. I think the most important part is everyone should practice this like even during the call session and after the session, because art is all about practice. Like, you need to practice with your own hands for a little bit, I think. Yeah, and share your practice with us. That'll be great.
I think unless we don't practice now, it's not going to happen like magic. It won't happen. Like we need to practice every day, and all these manuals and these exercises, now everything is interrelated. Like I said, like today you see the contour drawing is related to the lines that we drew last week. Like if you have not done those exercises, the contour drawing exercise is going to be very, very difficult. So everything is interrelated. Like every exercise, I planned it in such a way where you where it is related to each other. So if you miss one exercise, it's going to be like difficult to do the other exercises also. Yeah. So I'm back online. So yeah, Prerna, you can take over from here. Like if there are no questions, if there are questions, please ask. Like otherwise, you can take over. So that's it from my end. I hope.
Sure. I think, yeah. So we can close the session now. I think we are good. It's been a good 2-hour session. Yeah, that's a lot. I would only say again, let's keep the group active. You guys should share your drawings in the middle of the week whenever you're doing. So please share it on the WhatsApp group. So, we all know what you're practicing.
Yes.
So that's about it. And thank you so much, everyone, for showing up, for making up this Friday evening. And have a great weekend, everyone. And also, Prasad, thank you so much for your time today.
Yeah,
It was really nice.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
welcome. See you, everyone.
One thing, can I say? I just want to show, like, I think, I don't know what I did.
Yeah, sure. Sujata.
Here, something went
Uh,
wrong and it looks like banana leaves, something like.
I think some measurement you have done wrong.
I took 5 by 5 grid.
So you need
So
to
that's the
see
thing.
like what is the measurement of the paper. Then you
Okay.
take that measurement. You
Huh.
can put it down.
Yeah, I follow the way you did, but I just took 5 by 5, like 5 horizontal and 5 vertical.
No.
So,
This is a 4 rectangles we have. So divide it by 4. Don't do by 5.
okay.
Yeah, like I said, 4 you need to divide it by 4. Then in that sheet, you get correctly. So if you do 5, it's an extra rectangle. Then the proportions will go wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Got it.
All that. Fine.
Thanks, Prasad. Prasad, I didn't receive your email. Would you be sending it to Prerna?
Which one?
Last week's assignment email, I didn't receive it.
No, the PDF you meant, is it?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, PDF, what I'll do like last week and this week, I will add it to a VShare link. Like we have a VShare website or even my Google Drive also.
Okay.
I will add it there and I will share it on the email and the WhatsApp group. So what you can do, like if you are not able to receive the email, you can go to that, you can go to that link and download that PDF from there. But ideally, you should have received, that's why last time, as soon as the class got completed, I asked everyone, have you received the email or not? So if you have told me that time only, I would have shared it. So no worries.
Yes.
Yeah. I will share it today in that VShare link or the Google Drive link. I will share the link where you can download the PDF. Today also I will send it. You confirm, if you have not received it, you immediately tell us, so I can share it with you.
Definitely, I'll check right away after the class. If I don't,
I will send in the WhatsApp also that link. You just confirm if you are not receiving the email. Maybe I missed out on your email ID. like you just confirm. But I've shared it with everyone. Like you just confirm if you have not received, you just let me know like you have not received it. I will see like what is there. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for listening, Prasad. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thanks,
Thank you, sir. Thank
bye.
you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.